UTB Radio is sponsored in part by T-Mobile, the new leader in network speed. For more information, visit www.tmobile.com.
The Borders and Los Cedros Apartments are proud sponsors of UTB Radio. The Borders is located at 375 Media Luna Road and Los Cedros at 1025 Waldrose Lane in Brownsville, Texas. For more information, call The Borders at 956-546-1605 or Los Cedros at 956-542-1941.
Hello everyone, I'm Mauricio Salazar with UTB Radio, and I'm here with Nerd Night organizers Catheline Froelich, a biological science lecturer, and Max Abrahamson, graduate student and lab assistant. Our guests are going to talk to us today about the Nerd Night, which takes place Wednesday night in the Half Moon Saloon in downtown Brownsville. Please tell us about the Nerd Night.
So we have begun a new chapter of the Nerd Night here in Brownsville.
Mm-hmm.
It's a national organization starting in Chicago, is that right, Kathleen?
I think so. Or
yeah.
Boston?
Somewhere not here, East Coast to Midwest in that region. And we have brought it here. We've become a part of the official organization now. And the goal of this gathering is to give presentations, 2 presentations in a night, and they can be about anything. As long as you're passionate about it, you could be a nerd about plywood, as far as how that's put together.
Yeah.
You could be a nerd about shoes. Whatever it is, we bring presenters to the stage, and we get together and talk about it.
That's great. Who are the speakers, and do you know what they will cover?
The speakers vary depending on the event.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the first event that was a few weeks ago, there was a speaker who is part of the Bicycle Bike Brigade, and she's involved in a lot of bicycle events here in Brownsville, and then I ended up being the second speaker. But it varies depending on the event. Pretty much anybody who's a nerd about anything can present. And we always want to have a variety of presenters every time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're always seeking new players and new event presenters, always.
And so like this coming event, we're having a presentation by a physics professor from the university here, looking at math and MC Escher art. And then our secondary speaker is...
The second one is Patrick Everett. He works at the Texas Commission for Environmental Quality. And he is going to talk about water and waste management.
Okay.
So again, 2 completely different talks. One about visuals of arts, and then one about water and waste management.
At what time does the event take place?
It's a casual opening, starting like the bar opens at 5 o'clock,
Okay.
and so that's another part of Nerd Night is it's hoping to incorporate the outdoor or the nightlife of like a bar scene, like with this kind of like fun conversation. So our setup with the Half Moon is it opens at 5, but we begin our presentation. It's also paired with some trivia at 7 o'clock. Well, 6:59 sharp. So at 7 we begin trivia, and then it runs until about 9:15.
9:30, yeah.
Yeah.
Is admission free, and will people who are not 21 be able to attend?
Admission is free. You can go into the saloon, and it is open for people that are under 21 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the bartenders just cannot serve you
Of course.
alcoholic drinks, but they have other drinks that you can drink.
Uh-huh.
For sure, yes. But it's open to everyone. The public, students, the whole community.
So this is not the first time an event like this is organized. You've mentioned that they had something like this a couple of years back.
Okay, exactly.
recently?
So the Nerd Night, the whole organization, an event started a couple years ago in another city, and then since then people in different cities have wanted to have the exact same model. They even have Nerd Night events occurring in Germany too.
Oh wow.
For us, we brought it to Brownsville. It started, our first one was March 25th, and so we're planning on having them every Wednesday, the last Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
But it definitely has been occurring for several years in other parts of the U.S. as well as in Germany.
You mentioned trivia, so what kind of trivia can the students expect, or the people that attend?
Anything. His
Anything?
game, yeah. I'm not going to give any clues, to give anyone an advantage. But it's generally from any different category. The trivia master is sitting next to me here, and I think we have plans to do some kind of like themed events. It's organized into several rounds of trivia.
Okay.
And so we'll have like 2 rounds of trivia, like a speaker, and then 2 rounds of trivia, and then like another speaker, and then like a final round. And so there may be some themes. A lot of it's pretty general.
Exactly, and I get the questions just from some generic trivia question processing information online, and then obviously I'll make sure that the questions are fair. But it's just random questions that are generated, and then as you mentioned, once in a while we'll have a special trivia round that's like focused on certain topics. But overall, I mean, it covers pop culture, it covers science, history, sports, cars, you name it. Anything is available for trivia because some information is trivial in all different categories.
Oh yeah, and definitely keep you on your toes with like those kinds of topics, right?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Why was the Half Moon Saloon chosen for this event? Like, why not a different location or a different bar or?
Right. Well, the one who actually started the event, who was the biggest boss, I guess, who really had the idea behind it, was Joey Key. She is a professor at the university in physics. And she runs a separate event as well downtown, a science event, and we really like downtown Brownsville. And we feel like not enough nightlife occurs in downtown Brownsville. People always go further away. They're always, perhaps they don't like downtown or they just haven't experienced it. And Half Moon Saloon is this great place. We've been there before. It's a great place. Open room, big room, bunch of nice lighting. They have instruments, they have music, and they have a bar as well. But I think it's a great ambiance. Not only is it a great location for it, but then it also helps to bring people downtown as well to experience that part of Brownsville more.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add?
Well, we will have live music after the event. So there generally is a lot of live music occurring at Half Moon Saloon, and oftentimes those get paired up with the event. So last time we had a classical guitarist playing. This time we're going to have, I believe the band is a little bit more like pop culture music nowadays. So it's great. You have both. You can do some trivia, you can listen to some really nerdy fun talks, talk to your friends, and then you can even listen to some live music later.
Sounds like quite an event.
Yeah.
Quite a night.
One thing I really enjoy about the event is that you can show up to one of them and just be like a visitor, but then you become like a part of like the collection, the community. And if you have an expertise in something, you can approach us. Like, we're just kind of milling about the area throughout the event and like talk about whatever as we're talking about on stage or any topic, and you can become an active member in this community. Like, or hey, my uncle, he knows a lot about brewing beer. Sure, like, we'll talk to him, tell us his name, we'll contact him, and like he can come on in. And so that's really the best part about the event, as far as I'm concerned, is the community. You can like just draw them in and you can become a part of the event.
I think one great thing about the event as well is you're just meeting new people. So it's a great way to meet other people with different expertise from different backgrounds to get together. And then one really exciting thing about this event is we have a dry t-shirt contest.
Oh wow. How will that work out?
It's not a wet t-shirt contest, so you don't have to get wet. We don't care about what's underneath, but we care what's actually on the shirt.
Okay.
So what happens is you show up with the nerdy shirt, a really cool shirt, you approach one of us co-bosses, you want to enter the contest, and then we're going to take a picture with you and with us. If you post on social media, you get to enter the contest, and then we're going to pick the top 3. They're going to be voted on by the public, so by everybody who shows up to the event. And then if you have the nerdiest shirt, you're going to win a prize, and you're just going to have a really cool reputation. I am the biggest nerd tonight.
I'm really looking forward to that. Well, thank you guys for being here today. And to our audience, thank you for joining us. I'm Mauricio Salazar with UTB Radio. Thank you.
Thank you.